You Can Do Both podcast. This is Court.
And this is Ashley, and we're coming at you live from Boston
For season 4. Oh my goodness.
I'm so excited.
Guys, it's been 3 months.
3 months. That has felt like 6 months.
Actually, it's been so crazy in all the best ways. And we realized like on Tuesday that we were recording our first episode on Friday, and we're like, oh my God.
We're back.
We're back.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. I hope everyone's like had a great past 3 months. I feel like
we skipped a whole season.
Yeah, we did. Last time we chatted, it was February. We were just coming off of our European vacay. It was like dead of hibernation season. So I feel like outside of that trip, we didn't really have much going on in our lives.
No, but then all of a sudden, life just ramped up as well. The traveling just didn't stop there. We've been all over the place, working on our habits. We've been completing some 2024 goals. We both turned 26. There's a lot to catch you up on. So I think how we're going to structure today's episode is just do a little catch up with you guys because we miss you and we honestly have been MIA on socials. So fill you in on everything that's been going on, where we're at in this moment as we are entering season 4. And then we'll do some busy summer takeaways.
Let's do it.
Let's see. So we get back from European vacay Alps trip. It was amazing, as you guys heard. But then it's like a 3-week turnaround, and I was in Paris for the weekend.
Casual.
Literally went to Paris for 2 nights. I left Thursday night here, took a red eye, got there Friday morning, spent Friday, Saturday, Sunday, left Sunday late afternoon. Is that not the craziest thing you've ever heard?
I feel like only the wealthiest of the wealth can do that. Like, I was watching the Kardashians last night, and they took a 2-day trip to Paris.
Yes. Also, the Kardashians started on my birthday,
thank
and
God.
I think that really was the best birthday gift I could have ever had. So
Right.
I also watched that. Yeah. Kim was there for 12 hours.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my God, do we have something in common? Okay. I think it's either the wealthiest of the wealthy or the poorest of the poor that can't take. It's the cheapest flight, and you can't take as many vacation days, which was my case.
Yep.
So my sister and I went. We met a friend over there. It was a very bougie experience. Definitely the nicest vacation I've ever been on. Got my 4 Seasons experience. Went to some of the best restaurants ever that somehow our friend like can get into.
Not just a 4 Seasons experience, but the best 4 Seasons experience anyone could have ever had.
Yeah, 4 Seasons Paris.
Paris is like the nice. That's where Alexandra Cooper stays every time she goes. Like,
yeah. I was really living my celebrity dream. Not to rub it in, like this is not my usual.
It was just the circumstance.
Yeah. So we did like happy hours on the balcony. We went up to the penthouse suite for like a champagne toast in front of the Eiffel Tower. Like, it was straight out of a movie. Like, I will never have another experience like that until I'm 45.
Stunning.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Also cool to go with my sister. I think sibling travels are underrated, and we need to bring those back.
Yeah, because think about it. Any travel you've done with your siblings in the past, or with your parents too.
Yeah, it's a family affair where we're screaming, pulling each other's hair out.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I would recommend, if you have a sister, especially sister. Yeah. I know you have a brother. I mean, you guys could go on vacation, but it's just a different vibe.
Wouldn't be the same.
I think a little sister vacation is very important, and I would highly recommend it.
I love it.
Also, while I was there, the Paris Marathon was going on.
Oh.
And I kind of think we should run, like, a marathon that's not here, so we, like, make a vacation out of it.
That might be the only way you can get me to run.
Yeah. I think one of my new life goals is to convince Courtney to become a runner. Because you can. Mm-hmm. You're a little athletic being. Like, you can do anything.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's just a mental block.
I love that I give that energy. It is a mental block.
Yeah.
That I don't care to remove.
No, but I care to remove it.
I know. Well, we'll see. Time will tell, huh?
Yeah. Time will tell. But I think that would be really fun. It got me thinking. They're all over the world.
Yeah. Well, regardless, I will be there cheering you on the way that I did when you actually ran the New York City Marathon.
Yes. Okay, wait. Before we even get into that, we'll ping pong back and forth.
Yeah.
How about your travels?
Oh, I've been doing a hell of a lot.
Hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Hella.
Wait. That should be added to our You Can Do Well dictionary.
Hella. We're going to bring that back.
Hell of a lot of weekend travels. I feel like when you were in Paris around that same time, I was doing a vacation in a random ass part of Maryland, but we got this gorgeous, stunning Airbnb that we stayed in. And I think that's a type of trip that everyone should do. I feel like everyone always wants to do a cool place where there's like attractions, certain things that you travel to a place for, but there's something underrated about just finding a really nice Airbnb somewhere random and just staying in with all of your friends. So that was like such a magical experience, especially because the weather was actually warm and in Boston it wasn't. We had like 10 people. It was like a very historic like mansion on a lake, even though the weather wasn't like, oh, we could use the lake. It was just such a great like relaxation, like rekindling with people you haven't seen any in a while type of weekend. So it was perfect.
How close in Maryland were you to DC?
I don't know. We flew into Baltimore, and then it was like a 40-minute drive from Baltimore. I'm sure it was maybe like an hour from DC. Okay. Like we looked into flying to DC and driving, but then we ended up flying to Baltimore instead.
Because that home and view looked so beautiful. Yep. I would like to move there, and I love the city DC. So I'm like, maybe there's a nice meet in the middle. Yep. Love. So yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, I think we need to also bring more of those back, of just let's go to a underrated place, get a really nice house, and just all hang out together. Well, that's what your lake house energy is like. Yes, it is. It's probably not as relaxing for you because you're in host mode, but like that's what, it's like a similar vibe. Yes, so I'm so happy you said that, because there's two types of people that come to the lake. There's the new people that come to the lake that are eager and that are, let's go, let's do, and they don't understand that that's not the lake energy. Yeah. So that is when it's stressful for me, because I'm in hosting time and it's like, all right, got to keep everybody fed, got to keep everybody entertained. Whereas you're the latter. Yeah. The good type of guest to have at the lake. And you come up, you are self-serving. You know where everything is. Yeah. You know that we're going to, like, if you're hungry, throw some burgers on the grill. We're going to hang out, and it's just a much more lax vibe. Yeah. So, yeah, there's two types of people. Totally. And it's just, you know, the history. Me and the lake go way back. History. She's been there for so long. So long. But, yeah, so that weekend was scheduled for the New York City Marathon weekend, and I made everyone change the date so that I could go to the New York City. Wait, I didn't even know that. Yes. That's so nice. It was like months in advance, so it wasn't like I did it like in a selfish like way. Yeah. Like too close to the event date, but I was like, guys, sorry, I can't do that weekend. I like have plans that I cannot. And Matt was about to be like, are you serious? Like it took them a while to find a date because there's literally 5 or 6 couples. So like trying to schedule that is insane. No, it's impossible. But yeah, we moved it up a weekend early simply for the New York City weekend, which was one of the best weekends. 100%. It exceeded all expectations. It did. I feel so supported. I didn't know that. Yeah. I mean, I felt supported to begin with. Matt and Court literally came down to New York with, like, neither one of them were running, but they made a full weekend out of it. And then on top of that, like, my family came down. Yep. And so I'm not going to go out the night before I run. Courtney and Matt literally took my family out. Like, it was just so nice. Was Matt with me? Oh, yeah, Matt was with me. I was like, was he there? Yeah, he was. Yeah. He got us into the place that we couldn't get into. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, my God. It was so much fun. The first night, what did we do? We kind of had like a rowdy, not even rowdy, but just a late night. We got in. We took a 5 p.m. train. We got in at like 9:30. We had a nice, fun night. All the runners could drink because the race wasn't the next day. And got bomb pizza. Got amazing Prince Street pizza. Oh my God, good. I still think about it to this day. Right? The spicy vodka pepperoni pizza. Get out of town. It was so good. And then the following day, we just kind of had a chill. We went to Brooklyn to pick up the bibs, and Courtney finally took me to Soho House. Guys, this has been such a long time coming. Ever since she, like, first ever went to Soho, she's like, oh my God, we have to go. Like, I'll bring you. Like, 3 years later, we finally have been. And
how was it? Did it meet the expectations?
Exceeded beyond.
Yeah.
And I had high expectations in the sense I was like, oh, it's never going to be as great as I think it is.
Yeah.
No, it was amazing. The views, amazing.
Yeah.
The drinks, amazing. We had giant Uno cards.
Oh my god.
And just hung out in the sun. It was so quiet. Almost nobody was there, even though it was a Saturday, a gorgeous Saturday, may I add.
Yeah.
It was
perfect.
It was perfect. And then to make it more fun, we left Soho House, Brooklyn, and literally sprinted to a ferry, made a ferry that like went across the, I don't know if it's the Hudson River. I don't know. Whatever river separates Brooklyn and Manhattan. And we went across it. It was just fun. It was very movie-esque.
Yeah.
That weekend made me believe I could live in New York. For the first time ever. Usually I go to New York and I'm like, get me the heck out of here. Such a fun weekend, but I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
That weekend I was like, you know what? This is a fun place.
Yeah, like maybe I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was perfect. And then, do you remember, this like just came into my mind as we're sitting here. We found a podcast recording studio in Soho House.
There's
and
a video
took videos. What did we do with that video?
I think Matt has it on his phone.
How have we not watched that back
since we took idea.
It? Well, that was like four margaritas later. Four picantes later.
We found this little black room that looked like a meeting room.
Yeah.
Easily could be used for podcasting. So naturally, what do Courtney and I do? We sit down and we say, welcome to the You Can Do Both podcast. This is Court. This is Ash. We're coming at you live from Soho House, Brooklyn. And it's on video somewhere, and it's so funny. We're just so drunk.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we'll resurface that.
We will. Absolutely. We'll have to share that.
And then how was the race the next day?
Oh my God, the race was amazing. Guys, it's incredible what your mind
can do.
Like, it's all mental. I didn't think I could run 2 miles, and I ran 13.1, like, with no problem, may I add. I ran with 2 friends, and we just did, like, a super slow and steady pace. Totally fine. Like, felt so good, had so much fun. I mean, my cheerleaders were incredible. They met us at, like, around mile 6. Mm-hmm. Courtney got printouts of all of our head, like, the little fat heads. Signs. I mean, I was crying. It was a beautiful experience. To be honest, the end of the race, you just can't find anybody, and it almost left a sour taste in my mouth because you like finish the race, you like finally want to go see your people. There's no cell service. There's thousands and thousands of people. It took us like 35 minutes to find you guys.
Yeah.
And then we just went to the bar after, but I was like, oh my God, just get me to the bar. I'm ready to be done with this.
Yeah.
The bar that we went to after was also so fun. And I must give them a shout out. If you are ever in Brooklyn, it's called The Commissioner. And they have this like back area of the bar that you can rent out. Or not even rent out, you just reserve. There's no credit card down, nothing. It's your private space. They were so nice. They'll ask you like what you want to put on a sign, and they do like little printouts that are like Ashley and friends, welcome here. And they put like running is sexy with like this little giraffe cartoon. Like, it was so thoughtful and cute and fun and such a great place. I would go back there in a heartbeat.
Yeah. When Ash said that she called this bar and they had no problem booking and they didn't charge us, in my mind I was like, what are we about to walk into? I feel like a Sunday fun day in Brooklyn during the Brooklyn Half Marathon. Like, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
And then we walked in. The place was overflowing with people, like outside, inside. There was I think a Knicks game on, so everyone was going crazy.
Yeah.
And then the guy shuffled us back to this back area, and we had our own like private section in a busy dive bar. It was just so perfect, and it was so fun because like I even told my friends from high school to come like meet us there. It was just, when you're in New York, pro tip, and I learned this the hard way. Actually, I've never learned my lesson. I do this every time. I tell every person I know, hey, oh my God, I'm going to be in New York City. Like, I can't wait to meet up. Guys, it's physically impossible. Like, there's so much going on. So the hack is go somewhere and tell people where you are, and it's up to them if they want to come see you. And that was that place for me.
Yeah. I love that.
Honestly, 10 out of 10 weekend. And then we were such adults, guys.
Oh my God, it was insane.
The night of the marathon, which was Sunday,
Yep.
we were supposed to stay at this hotel and take a morning train the next day. And as we're sitting there, we're done. I don't know why, but I thought that we wouldn't see you guys till like 3 p.m. But the race was done before like noon.
Yeah, we were there at like 7 a.m.
Yeah, I don't know why. No one thought that was going to be the case for some reason. So by the time we were done with the race, the bar afterwards, we got back to the hotel. We're like, let's change for dinner. We meet to find somewhere for dinner at like 5 p.m. And me, Ashley, and Joe look at each other and we're like, wait, like, should we just go home?
Okay, so Joe and I were in a situation where we had like 2 double beds and we're sharing the room with somebody. Said somebody was leaving on Sunday. So when we first checked in, we were talking to the front desk guy, like, hey, can we just change our room to a king?
Yeah.
Because Joe and I are used to a king, and we had the worst night's sleep every single night because that bed was so small. So he's like, absolutely no problem. So when we get back from the bar, we're like, hey, like, we're ready to change our suite. They said anytime works. They're like, what are you talking about? Like, you can't do that. We were like, but you guys told us that we could. And we knew the second that he said it, he said yes, like too quickly, like, yes, of course. He just wanted to check us in and then go home.
Yeah, 100%.
So at that point, yeah, we're at dinner with you guys and you guys already kind of want to go home too. And we're like, should we just book a train ticket right now? And we did.
Yeah. So we paid for that hotel room for that one night.
But it didn't matter.
And we changed a little, we paid a little bit more to switch our train. But I think that's just adulthood in a nutshell, and just growing and maturing. Like, the priority now lies on the quality of sleep you're going to get.
Yeah.
You didn't have work the next day, but Matt and I were planning on taking a 7 a.m. train that got us in at like 11 a.m. and we were going to go straight to work from that. So,
which is crazy.
Which we do that all the time. Like, we'll fly in from Florida and we'll take a 6 a.m. flight. We'll wake up at 4 a.m. and then we'll go to work at 9 a.m. like nothing ever happened. Like, I don't know. I just love a first train out somewhere.
Yeah, totally.
Just chill. But we were just like, you know what? Let's take a 9 p.m. train or whatever time it was.
It was like 9:30.
Yeah. Get in at 1 a.m. and just wake up on our own bed the next day. And it was the best decision we ever could have made.
Yeah, 100%.
So are you still a runner post-race, or what's going on with that?
Oh, yeah. So, no, I have not done a long run. The longest I've run is like 3.5 miles. I do have a 5K coming up. I'm doing...
Oh, that's fun.
That's one that your boyfriend is also doing.
Where?
The JP Morgan Corporate Challenge. I bet some of our listeners also, at this point, have already passed, but I'm sure some of you guys also ran it. All the finance companies do this race in all different cities around the globe. Yeah, really cool. So I would like to start running more again. However, I was really hoping at the end of my running journey, I'd be ready to come back to Equinox, and I'd be like, yes, like, get me back there. Joe's actually going back,
tomorrow.
starting tomorrow. And I was like, you know what? No, like, I'm still not ready yet. So I tried. They have a 2-week trial period that's like $90 at SLT NYC. It's like based in New York, the Reformer Pilates. Guys, I love it. Like, I'm obsessed. And I hate to say that because it is robbing my bank account. Like, I had to call my mom, my sister, be like, guys, like, can I help me justify this purchase? But I did. So I signed up. It's a 3-month minimum. So I'm doing unlimited Pilates.
Wow.
At SLT for the next 3 months. So if you see me looking snatched to the gods, that's why. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's definitely like not worth the money, but there's, in a way, like, I'm justifying it in the sense that...
Yeah, tell me how you're justifying it.
So I'm excited to go. Mm-hmm. There has not been anything that's made me excited to work out.
Yeah.
So therefore, I feel better. The class itself, like, I just enjoy. And also in the 2 weeks, I was already seeing results.
That's awesome.
So it's very rewarding.
Yeah.
And it's easier on my body, too. Like, I'm not going to pull anything.
Yeah.
And then on days to, like, introduce running again, I've been running there and then running back. It's the best workout ever because I get there, I'm already sweaty. The thing with Pilates sometimes is I I think sometimes you're not warmed up enough that you don't break a sweat.
Yeah.
But with a little 1.5-mile jog there, I'm dripping sweat.
Yeah.
And then the whole workout, I'm even sweatier, plus a cool down run. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to look the best shape I've ever been in.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, I'm really excited too.
Isn't it so wild that we can justify spending like $200 on a night out, but then when it comes to a $200 gym membership or something like that, it's like, whoa.
I know. Why is that? Because I was also justifying this to Joe, and I was like, this is literally half the price of a really bad day when I go to Rag & Bone. Like my spontaneous Rag & Bone trips, I walk out of there spending like a crazy amount of money. But I'm like, it's fine. I haven't gone shopping in a while.
Yeah.
Like, it's just 1/2 of my Rag & Bone trips.
Of your shopping.
We're just going to not
your monthly
do that.
shopping.
Yeah.
No, when you think of it that way. And it's also just an investment in your future self. So
exactly. And
we
there's
just need
also
to stop.
a end time. I'm like, I'm just going to do it for the summer.
Yeah.
While it's nice out, it's making me wake up early.
Yeah.
And so that's just been overall great when the sun's up in the morning, gets me out of bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
No, it's perfect. And I'm going to join next week.
Yeah,
to do
I'm
the
really
2-week
excited.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks,
When-
we can coordinate classes.
Yeah, I'm so excited because I can also jog there. It's a much shorter trip for me. But that'll get me into running.
It's a block and a half away.
Yeah, I'm going to jog there though.
No, actually, I think you should. I think you should.
Imagine if I drove. I would never even think of doing that. But
Actually, you definitely would think about doing that.
No. It's 3 blocks.
One thing that's so surprising about Courtney is she does not walk anywhere.
I'm walking home today, bitch.
Knowing you, yeah, I'm actually really impressed with
Yeah,
that.
I brought a change of pants so that I don't need to like be walking on my pants.
Okay, there's so many things we have to talk about. Courtney shows up today. We're taking an intermission from our previous discussion. Courtney shows up today. Like, I'm going to have to show you guys a photo. Honestly, stand up right now so I can take a photo and I'll post it so you guys can see it. She shows up in these freaking sweatpants that could not be long. They're probably a foot, maybe a half of a foot beyond her. Yeah. What is this? This is just dragging. It looks worse when she stands up. They just simply do not fit her. And I don't know.
Like,
we need to
even
find. Please share with Courtney your petite loungewear companies. She just needs a petite size so they are not so long on her.
Guys, it's just hard being a small girl.
So maybe you need to start like a petite loungewear company.
Is that discriminatory?
I mean, you.
Will I get canceled for that? Probably.
No, I don't think so. You have a serious problem that I'm sure other girls also have that issue.
I know. Matt always says, he's always like, why would you buy clothes that don't fit you? And I'm like, Matt, because I'm going to get them like altered to fit me. I just haven't had the time yet. He's like, why would you buy clothes then have to spend more money on the clothes? I'm like, you will never understand.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have no choice sometimes. Granted, I'm actually wearing an Elwood set right now. All the influencers post about it. And it was the first time ordering, so I take that risk every time. And I actually love the quality of everything.
No, it looks
quite
nice.
I got a set of 3, like I have 3 baby tees this exact style, but 3 different colors. Like, and I have like different, like, all be worn with these. I got a pair of shorts like that I can mix and match with. And yeah, it's great quality. So I'm not upset with it, but now I know I'm not going to buy pants from them again because this is horrendous.
And that's just crazy. I don't know. Maybe you can do both, but we only offer like short pants and long pants to be inclusive of the people who can never find a size that fits them, because I have the opposite problem and everything looks like high waters on me.
Yeah.
And my ankles show. Oh my God, I showed up, Morgan. Your younger sister will always humble you.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a younger sister, like, don't worry, you're not missing out on that piece of it. I have been seeing these TikTok videos that are like, no compliment is better than from your mean younger sister.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny how the world is all the same.
Yeah.
We all
it's just a universal concept.
Yeah, the same thing.
Not to bring up the Kardashians again, but I watched it last night, so it's top
That's
of
all
mind.
I want to talk about.
Yeah, when everyone thinks that Kourtney and Kim despise each other, and they're like, no, guys, we're just sisters.
Yeah.
Like, things just happen. We're sisters. Like, we'll say the meanest shit to each other, and then the next day we'll love each other and we'll act like nothing ever happened.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've never understood that. Also, yeah, my brother, he's such a weenie. If I said anything mean to him, he'd like be so offended. So I cannot relate, but I see what you deal with.
I feel like you could be the mean younger sister in a way.
I'm the mean older sister.
Right. So like I could see that if you had an older sister, you'd be like, no, like that's not it.
Yeah, I kind of act like the mean younger sister to my younger brother.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
Oh, Cameron.
Somebody's got to parent, you know? Somebody's got to humble him. Someone's got to make sure he's doing things in life. Mr. DJ.
Can we please go to Cameron's DJ set? Put his @ so people can go follow.
Guys, it used to be at FL what? FL Cameron?
I don't know.
It was the stupidest DJ name I've ever heard in my life. And then I was like, Cameron, what are you doing? Like, FL Cam MP4? I'm like, that doesn't roll off the tongue. Like, you need something like Kygo. Like, you know, something one syllable maybe. Like, what's going on? So creative of him. It's now Cameron, but CMRN. So we took out the vowels, so it just like looks like a little inconspicuous. Oh, it was FLC before.
Okay.
DJ FLC. Anyhow, if you're in Tallahassee, Fort Lauderdale, or Miami, you may run into him. He may be DJing a set. We were at Senor Frogs recently. Are you familiar?
I think I went to that in like
high
Cabo
school
or something.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's like a really ratchet, disgusting chain where you get yard-long margaritas.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Cameron went missing. And we're like, where did he go? This is not the place to go missing. And we look, he's on the fucking DJ booth.
No, he's not. Who are you with? Your family?
Yeah. Okay, guys, my family vacations, we'll get to that at a certain point. But he was like dabbing up the DJ. I think they took a photo together. I don't think that he did it. Like, he didn't mix anything. But I'm like, he would be there. His home, where he normally is.
Oh.
Anyhow, how did we get here? Let's reel it back in.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, fitness routines. You have a new Pilates. I'm going to try it. On the other hand, I feel like I've just been super consistent at the gym. And I feel like at this time of year, I would typically start to like let go because life gets busy. And then the first thing to like get out of my schedule is prioritizing like my own personal health. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that hasn't been the case. So I'm going to keep it up. I've been sprinkling in some classes. I did a couple berries classes on a whim and I absolutely love them. I feel like before the past couple of weeks, I had done berries in college, like also berries. Randomly. Oh my God, I love berries. I think it's just a nice spice up and it gets me on a treadmill. I don't like the treadmill, so I like that piece of it. But yeah, that's it.
Well, I love that for you. I'm excited to hear that you're doing more classes so that way when I do join Equinox again,
yeah,
we can go to classes together.
Exactly.
That'll be fun.
Exactly. And it keeps me a morning person.
Yes. Oh, guys, yeah, one note on the morning discussion. So ever since I started Pilates, I do the class before work. It has been so difficult for me to wake up before I started this. If you want to become a morning person, sign up for a fitness class.
Yeah.
You're going to get charged if you don't go. You literally have to wake up. Plus, you're going to feel great after. And then it's just a cycle. It's like you have to wake up to go to your morning workout class because of how amazing you feel after.
Yep.
So, yeah, if you're trying to become a morning person, literally just sign up for the 6 a.m. class.
Yeah.
And you'll be good to go. And it's really as simple as that. Why do we always overcomplicate things?
Yeah. Also, people that don't have a wake up to work out. I mean, not everybody in the world works out, but when do you work out?
After work, and it's fucking crazy because then that's your entire life.
Yeah.
You wake up, you work out, you have dinner, you go to bed.
Yeah.
No.
And quite frankly, we don't have time for that.
No, we don't have time. We
Because
have
we're booked
no other choice but to work out in the morning.
Booked and busy after work. That's the energy. Like,
Booked and busy.
I had a plan every single day after work this week, and I ended up changing one of the days so I could simply just exist and like rot in my couch, which didn't end up happening because we had a 3-hour-long business meeting.
Yep.
But yeah, like the energy is we're staying busy. We're doing things. It's nice outside. So like get after it, make some fun plans, get outside. What have you been doing to stay busy
let's
after
talk
work?
about some of these
fun on weekdays.
Fun on weekdays. Well, one is book club. So I don't know what happened this year, but I'm just like becoming the person I've always wanted to be. I'm a runner. I'm a Pilates girl. I'm a reader. I'm a chef. I'm a at-home gardener. I'm truly, in the words of Kenzie Elizabeth, a breadwinning housewife. Like, I do it all. And on that note, I have hosted a book club. I've started a book club at work. And I have some good recs for you. Courtney finished her first book. First book in a while. Like, when was the last time you finished a book?
I don't know, a couple months ago. I read Blowing My Way to the Top by Jen Atkin, front to back cover. But anyway. Anyway, I'm not a reader. She's right. She's right.
Yeah. I don't know who you're trying to pose to be here. I didn't mean it as an insult. I meant like, oh my God, the book club was so exciting
It was.
loved the book.
I read it in like 4 days.
Yeah. Most of you have probably read this, but it's called The Silent Patient. Such a great psychological thriller. I have not read a ton of books, but now that I'm, such a reader now, please send me all of your psychological thrillers. Like, I need all of the recommendations.
So good.
Other book recs I have is The Only One Left. That was my work book club. It's like a mystery. It's like kind of cheesy and like kind of crazy. The things that happen, you're like, wait, this would just simply never happen. But it's so fun to read, and it will hook you in because you're trying to guess the story and you will just never guess it.
Love.
And then I'm on my Frida McFadden train. Like, she's a thriller writer. If you have to read The Housemaid.
Okay.
I think I've technically told you what happens, but you won't remember.
Oh, wait. Isn't that the one that you read in Europe?
Yeah.
I can't read that. You were giving me like little details.
Yeah, but you don't even remember it, do you?
No, I know exactly. Like pulling teeth, like locked in an attic. Like, come on now. Oh, okay. That scarred me for life. I can't read it.
So good.
I can't.
So I read another one of her books that was supposed to be The Teacher. Everybody on the internet said, oh my God, it was so crazy. It like wasn't that crazy. I mean,
maybe you're just used to crazy now.
Well, a teacher sleeps with a student. Of course, that's not approved upon, but they were making it seem like it was something way crazier, and it wasn't. So, but I did read that in 48 hours.
Guys, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Well, I mean,
it was the premise of Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fun.
Anyways, so just so on the reading train, like if you don't have a Kindle, you have to get the Kindle. And yeah, book clubs. Oh, at our book club, we had a pickle martinis. Mm-hmm. That was your first ever pickle martini, right?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I really enjoyed it, but I'm a pickle girly. Like if you don't like pickles, you're not going to like it, obviously. But we mixed some different pickle juices together. So like quite spicy, quite a little bit of just regular dill. It was good.
Yeah, wicked good.
It was good. So if you don't like olives, try that.
Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to slowly introduce myself into a dirty martini. Although at this point, I've eaten an olive, which is kind of a really big deal.
Wait,
and
where were we we got fried olives. Oh my God. It was faccia from our favorite night ever.
Guys, we've just been Wait, let's talk about that fun on weekdays. Okay. This was kind of a crazy.
Yeah.
Guys, we have so many stories for you. Are you excited?
Guys, imagine this. I am sitting at home working, grinding away. I get a midday call from Mr. Matthew. And he doesn't ever call me during the workday. I pick up. He's like, you don't have any plans tomorrow night, right? And I was like, no, why? He's like, well, now you do. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I organized a tiramisu making class for you and your 5 girlfriends after work. Like, be there at 6 o'clock or whatever. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, why? I'm so confused. Like, I was immediately like, what are you doing? Like, why is this happening? He was like, what? Do you not want to go? I'm like, no, I'm just so confused. What's happening? Immediately, I'm like, am I getting engaged? Like, this is just so sus.
It kind of like gave that energy because
it was just like
when
abrupt
has he ever,
and random, and
Yeah.
he's never once like planned something for me and my friends. I'm like, what am I doing?
yeah,
He's
should I
like,
be wearing white?
should I be? No, I'm like,
My nails aren't
I was
done.
like, my nails aren't done. Like, I'm so confused. Anyhow, spoiler alert, I'm still not engaged, so definitely wasn't that. But his justification was, last weekend, guys, I made one singular comment. I made a comment that it was a weekend that we were babysitting Matt's niece and nephew, and I just had like FOMO, and the past like 3 weekends before, I just either had like family plans or whatever, and I felt like I hadn't seen my friends in a while. And he wanted to do something nice for me and like schedule some time. It's like, he was like, you've been a little stressed at work and like you've been missing your friends, so I just put this together. I was like, so sus, but so sweet. Like, wow, the man really, really listens. So we go out to tiramisu. We went to Italy. We took this class.
Italy.
Did I say Italy?
You said Italy.
Okay, well, I went to Italy.
We flew to Italy.
Yeah. And then I would have really been getting engaged if we flew to Italy. No, it was a class at Italy. It was so quick, so easy. We were saying like it would be a great first date or like a date activity because it's not a cooking class that's like overly involved.
No, it's so low lift, but it was so fun.
Yeah, you basically just assemble a tiramisu. Like everything is made already.
Yeah.
They give you a little wine. It's less than an hour long, and then it set you and your friend group up to like go have a night.
Yeah.
So we ended up going to Faccia, which most of the girls had never been to before, which I think literally just you and I have been before.
Yeah, I think you're right. We started in the wine bar downstairs, Bar Polino.
Yeah.
Had like 3 bottles of wine, and we decided, so we were calling this like a cheer court day. That's what we were calling it.
Yeah, everyone was making fun of me. They're like,
Yeah.
are you sad?
Are you happy now?
Are you happy now? I'm like, guys, I wasn't even like depressed. I literally like don't know why he did this.
Courtney texted our group chat. It was like, hey guys, like I just want to let you know, like I'm totally fine.
Yeah.
Like don't think I'm like down bad. Like I'm not down bad. It was just like one comment.
It was a one comment that Matt just like,
And
it's
for the record,
so Matt.
He texted all of us girls, and he was like, oh, I think, Court just misses her friends. And I'm like, for sure, but like I think she just had some FOMO from this weekend because there was a lot of going out and you guys were babysitting. Like I spoke with her last night and we just made 1,000 plans. Like she has a friend-filled month, but of course, like happy to help you set this up, but I just want to let you know she has things planned.
And what did he say?
Well, then we were texting on the side and we organized the day. I was like, okay, these are the days she's free. Like, I know her whole calendar.
Oh my
Between
God.
you and me, like, I think we can figure this out. He's like, perfect. I want to do this tiramisu class. This day works. Yeah.
So he sponsored our tiramisu class.
He did. And it was honestly such a fun girls' night out.
It was. You were saying Faccia.
Oh, yeah. So then we went upstairs, ate at Faccia.
Yeah, amazing. Just everything is so good there. If you guys have not been, which I don't know how you haven't because we talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
We got the best table in the house. They were kind of being bitches when we walked up and we're like, oh yeah, can we like sit down for 6? And they're like, I don't know, like maybe in like 2 hours, an hour and a half.
Put our name on the list.
We're like, and they like were so shook. We ended up getting the best table in the house and we were the last people to leave and they wanted to kill us because we weren't leaving.
But whatever. The mozzarella with caviar on top.
Amazing.
Oh,
the grandma's bread. They have these like fried stuffed olives.
So good.
Unreal. Anyway, then we went to Raffles, which was my first time.
Yeah.
Raffles is a really gorgeous hotel in Back Bay, and they have rooftop. They have like 5 is an exaggeration, but like different bars that you could go to within the hotel. So that was fun.
Wait, on the Raffles note, can I tell them about my new friend?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so when my parents came down, they ended up staying at Raffles. I was like, hey, there's this new hotel. They seem to have like a cool bar. Like, you guys should try it out. Spoiler alert, they actually did not like the hotel. They're like, this is not worth it.
Not worth
like,
it.
Not the vibe. But I'll say they stayed there. We went out. They went back to their hotel and had like a nightcap at the Raffles little speakeasy. And while they were there, they ended up talking to like this little group of friends that are our age in Boston. And my mom ends up getting this number of this girl. Her name's Taylor. Hi, Taylor, if you're listening.
Hey, Taylor.
And I meet them for breakfast the next morning. And my parents are like, oh my God, guys, we made a new friend for you. Her name's Taylor. Here's her number. Like, text her. in my hungover state, I was like, yeah, this is like totally normal. Like, let me just text this girl.
This random girl.
I'm like, hi, heard you met my parents last night. Let me know if you ever, and you're new to Boston. Like, let me know if you ever want to grab drinks or coffee.
And she's not even new to Boston. She's been here for 2 years.
Yeah, but I think she's still newish. Because I told her that. I was like, are you actually new to Boston? Taking everything my parents say with a grain of salt. I'm sure they had many drinks.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, like, I am still like kind of new. Like, I did tell them that. I was like, okay, cool. Anyway, she responds. She's like, oh my God, yes, would love to. Radio silence until our night out at Raffles.
Yeah.
And I was with all the girls after way too many drinks. And I was like
1
guys,
a.m.
should I text this girl? So I drunk texted her and I said, at Raffles, thinking of you. Let's actually get that drink sometime. And then the next weekend.
Oh my God.
She came out with us and she's so fabulous.
Yeah.
And
she's awesome.
that's on parents making friends for you.
Yeah.
If you have cool social parents, like, you know, what a little hack. And I just think nothing's ever that serious. Like, text the new friend, talk to the person at the bar. Like, just be open and social. Like, life is so much more fun that way. You never know who's going to come into your life.
Yeah, 100%. Wait, Ash, you know what we didn't talk about yet?
What?
Both of our birthdays.
We are officially in our 20s at an age that is closer to 30 than it is to 20.
Yikes.
And I'm actually okay with that. Like, I definitely resonate with 30 more than I do 20 for sure.
Yeah. But we still have many years till 30.
Yes, we still have
Don't
many
get it
years.
twisted. We're 26, but
when I was turning 26, I was like, oh my God. I was so excited to turn 25. 25 felt like a good, nice age. 26 doesn't sound like a good age to me. I'm like, wait, I feel like I should have my life together more. But then I listened back to all the things I've been telling you guys about. Like, my life is together.
yeah.
But sometimes it just doesn't feel like that. But it is. And I have to remind myself of that. And yeah, it's just, I think I do this reflection period around my birthday every year. And I'm like, am I where I want to be? Am I where I should be?
I think that's normal. I think everybody introspects like that.
Yeah. So like I texted the girls and I was having nightmares that my hair was falling out. And I looked up the symbolism of that. And it is the fear of losing your youth and your charisma. And it just got me thinking, and I was like, wow, like maybe I am scared of getting older. And not even that 26 is old. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah. But then you start to think, and it's like, oh my God, the years go by so quick. Like, I don't want to be 80. And I know we're so far. No. I know you think it's funny.
No.
But it's like, I need to enjoy like every single moment, like right now.
Yeah.
Because like, holy crap, I'm already 26. Like, I've already been 4 years outside of college.
Yeah.
That's the length of a college
term. It's wild.
And it's just like, I can't even.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long. And I'm like, wait, why is it going by so fast? Like, we're getting older. Like, I'm scared. Like, I don't want to be old. I just want to live life to the fullest.
Yeah. And we definitely do live life to the fullest.
We do.
I do understand the fear. I feel like parents are getting older. I feel like now our friends are going to start to be more so on different life stages within the next like 5 years. I feel like people are kind of going to be everywhere, but I don't know if it's just now the normalization of like how cool it is to be in your 30s or the fact that Matt is like much older than me, that when I turned 26, like it didn't faze me the way that I feel like it would have fazed most people. And I don't know, I just feel like I've become more confident as I've gotten older and just feel a bit more sure of myself in like things that I'm doing, whether it be like professional or personal. So I don't know. I didn't have that like scary moment that most people have, but it is a very real thing. Like we're full ass adults. Like,
yeah.
It's kind of wild.
This is also the age you're officially, I mean, I've been off my parents' health insurance since I started working, but you're officially off your parents' health insurance. When you turn 26, like you don't even have an option.
Yeah.
You're just full on adulting.
Guys, this is so messed up for me. My parents didn't pay for me to attend my family vacation this past time.
That's so adult as well. Oh my God.
So the thing, I think I just caught my dad on a weird day. But he was asking me like, hey, are you going on this cruise? Are you coming on the cruise? And I was like, I didn't say yes at first because I was like, guys, are we seriously going on a cruise? But then at the end of the day, I'm not going to miss family vacation.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah. Like, me and Matt are definitely going to come. And every year up to this year, he'd be like, great, send me your passport information. No, he's texted me like the link to book myself. And I was like, ouch.
Ow, that hurt.
Granted, like, cruises are affordable. It wasn't like anything crazy. But I was like, are you kidding me? And then I found out that he booked my brother, which my brother is 20 years old, so that checks out.
Yeah.
And my brother's girlfriend's entry into the fucking family vacation. And I was like, I see like where I stand. Oh my God. I was giving him so much shit. Or I didn't give him that much shit. I said what I just said to him. And he felt so bad. He was throwing me money at the casino. He was just like trying to make up for it in other ways. I'm like, I was kidding, but also not. Like, this is fucking crazy.
I don't want to grow up. I want to be your little girl forever.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. But anyway.
Anyways.
All
right, so we've shared a lot of stories. As for the summer plans, I mean, I won't just list them all off, but safe to say, Court and I are booked and busy. There's a lot happening, but we are going to be embracing the New England summer, whether that's day trips, weekend trips, fun on weekdays, enjoying the weather, and getting outside as much as possible. But we wanted to close this off with, as we are entering, we're calling it busy season, as if we're like freaking accountants, but it is busy season.
Yeah.
And Court and I had like a FaceTime the other day, and I think we both came to this realization at the same time. And if you've been with the pod for a while, you've heard us talk about this, that sometimes a lot of plans can like stress you out, and like all these different ways to like manage your stress and have a me day and do this and cancel your plans on a Sunday. And like we've tried to give so many helpful tips, but more recently there's actually a very simple solution, and it's just lean into it. You don't need to think about all of the plans you have in the upcoming week. Literally what I keep saying is I just put one foot in front of the other and take each day as it comes, and I'm therefore being present. I'm like, oh, what do I have tonight? Oh, there's a dinner. Perfect. I go to dinner. I'm enjoying the dinner. I'm not thinking about what I have the next day. Life is so good. It's so much better that way.
It's just simpler. And it might be easier said than done. However, I had this realization when I was babysitting Matt's niece and nephew for a full ass weekend. And it made me realize, like, there are different seasons throughout life, and when you have kids, it's a whole different thing, obviously, but we're at the point in our lives when it should be busy. Like, you should have a lot of plans. You should be traveling. You should be on the go, because literally 5 years from now, you yourself may not have children, but maybe your best friend will. Or maybe, like we said earlier, people are going to be on different paths, and it's not going to be as easy to live the fun, amazing, young, hot, rich life that you are currently living.
Yeah.
So take it as it is. We also just came out of the winter where you hibernate, and when it's super slow, you're in a mindset where you wish you had more going on, and maybe you're a little bored. And now we're just in a phase of life where, maybe sometimes we wish we had a little bit less to do, but there's going to be a time, probably a couple weeks, couple months from now, where you're going to wish you had more to do. So just where you are, lean into that and make 100%. The best of it.
I said something criminal yesterday.
Criminal?
I woke up. Joe made me like a hot coffee. It was like kind of chilly because it was a rainy day. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but it was like
rainy yesterday.
And we had the windows open. It was just like kind of cold. I had a sweat set on, and I was still cold with my hot coffee. I was sitting at the table where we used to do our puzzles, and I'm like, oh my God, Joe, I just got this overwhelming feeling that I'm so excited for winter. Like, I can't wait to have like a hot cocoa, a hot tea, be doing my puzzle.
Girl, that was literally 2 weeks ago.
No, I know. It was like a crazy thing. And I was like, wait, it was just Memorial Day. What am I saying? Let me come back down to earth for a moment. But it got me excited. And that is all to say, the grass is always greener.
Yeah.
So you must just lean into wherever you are in this moment at this very time. We hope you guys enjoyed our first episode back of season 4. I'm so excited to be back on these mics.
As we have some exciting episodes, some exciting friends coming on the podcast soon. I feel like we've had guests here and there, but we're going to introduce you to some of our besties, have some fun combos, really going to lean into community this season. Stay tuned for some events that we plan to have. And yeah, let's just lean into it, baby. It's going to be quite a fun ride.
Yeah, I'm also excited because usually our breaks come during the summer, but I think this will be the first time that we're actively recording like the whole summer.
No, it actually is. I was looking at our episodes the other day, and our first episode of last season was September.
Yeah.
So we take breaks during the summer.
So we're doing the opposite, and I think it's going to be way more fun.
I agree.
So get ready for a You Can Do Both summer.
Yay.
And with that, we'll see you next Thursday.
Please remember to like, subscribe, share this episode with a friend, and we love you. We'll see you next drop day.